Hello everybody, this video is for Capricorn Sun, though it may also resonate with Capricorn Moon and Capricorn Rising. Please make sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising sign video. You may be operating more fully from one aspect of your personality over another at any given time. Also keep in mind, though I say this is you, I am very aware this can be your partner, your friend, somebody you work with, your family. It could be anybody, but it's a situation that's going on that's affecting your life in some way, shape, or form. We'll start out with an affirmation card for Capricorn, please, for their highest good. Capricorn, please. Affirmation card for Capricorn. Okay, so there's two. Move it over here. Today, I am excited. Today is going to be the best day ever. Today, I am kind. Today, I will make this day count. I will do something kind for someone else. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Today, I am capable. Today, I will accomplish every goal that I set for myself. So the feeling that I get, Capricorn, that is the more that you are of service to other people, the better you're going to feel about yourself. You have the capability to do this. You have the capability, from what I'm reading here, to make someone else's life just a little bit easier, just a little bit simpler, just a little more happy. Okay? And there's something here about understanding that in doing so, that does not mean that you have to abandon your own hopes, wishes, and goals. But I feel like assisting your community, whatever your community is an important part of your life's path right now. Okay? So let's go from there. I'm going to move on to the astrology cards, and I think I left my tarot over on the other side of the room, so I'll have to walk away for that in a minute. Hold on just a second though. We'll go ahead and start with the astrology cards for Capricorn. What is this? Something about the best route, the best route. Some of you may be trying to figure out the best route or route, however you pronounce that, to accomplish a certain goal. Okay? Capricorn. What's going on for my Capricorn people? I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Some of you may be wanting to travel. Some of you may be experimenting with your sexuality. I'm getting powerful transformations out of this, even though that's not what that card really means. It can be a very passionate action, but I'm getting a very motivated, inspired action here, Capricorn. Or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius person. Maybe you gave this Sagittarius person some money. Y'all, I have to put this out here. For some of you, this can be about sex money, like getting paid for sexual books or sexual actions or sexual videos, or, I mean, it could, any of that, all right? If it doesn't have anything to do with this, some of you are just feeling very motivated to make money, or Yeah, because the second house would be money from the company that you work for. Typically, some of you, this may be an overseas company, or you may deal with overseas people. Hold on, I'm going to get my other cards real quick while I'm looking at this. Some of you may need to revisit your philosophies around money. That could be another thing. This could also be about getting the money that you need to travel. Okay? I'm keeping this very general because there are many Capricorns out there, and obviously not every Capricorn is doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. So we're kind of hitting on the subject matters that you may be coming in contact with. Some of you, I have to say it, some of you could have gotten sex money that brought you stability. All right? Or given money to a Sagittarius person that brought them stability. Or there could be a Sagittarius person that was giving money to a Taurus person. Okay? But that's not what I'm going to read about. This is basically... Some of you could be traveling. Some of you could be receiving money that brings you more stability. That's if we leave out all of the little torrid, I think that's the word, the torrid other things that this could mean. This more means kind of like having more motivation to make money or receiving foreign money. Okay, like money from a foreign land or a far off land that brings you more stability. Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm not going to make this as long as I did the other ones, y'all, because I do have to work tomorrow. Why is this relevant? Tell me, what's this about? Why is this relevant? All right, I have to tell y'all something. I did not get a card for this, but I feel as if for some of you, this money that's being received by you or given by you, okay, because it could go either way, is to throw shade at someone else. I don't know why I'm getting this. And again, that's not going to be everybody. But for some of you, this is an act of throwing shade at another person. So somebody is giving money to somebody basically to throw shade at another person. Okay? This could have to do with a work situation. And what's funny about what I said about throwing shade, we got the Leo card, which is all about, how do I say this? Ego. This energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. But Leo energy is known to be very self-centered. It's known to be very arrogant. That doesn't mean that it can't be generous and compassionate, but it looks, I really hate to say this, in the archetype of Leo, not necessarily all Leo people, but most Leo people, when they do something of significance, they do it for how it makes them look. Like, I wear the crown. I am the, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't going to go this far, but I'm going to go a little bit further. Clarify this. What is this pridefulness about? This arrogance, or is it even arrogance? But if it is, tell me, what is this prideful arrogance about? What is this arrogance about? Gossip. Pridefulness in the way somebody communicated around a job situation, maybe even. I don't know. This is interesting. I'm getting the feeling of the people standing around talking shit about somebody at work. Capricorn. This could be you or somebody talking shit about you. Yeah, this is definitely malicious gossip. Pridefulness, communication, jealousy, betrayals, resentments. Dude, that story is completely lining up with what I said about, I kept getting this thing about somebody was giving money as a way to throw shade at someone else. And this is completely backing that up. Definitely have some feelings of jealousy and betrayal, backstabby. Capricorn. Some of you, because you were a sex worker or someone else was a sex worker, you were very jealous, or somebody else was very jealous. That could be a thing too. Capricorn. Yes, this has got deep sex, resentment, jealousy, backstabbing, betrayal, affair kind of energy. That doesn't mean that's exactly what happened, but it's that type of energy. Something that falls in that area. Capricorn. This could be about a sexual situation that happened at work. Doesn't mean you have to have been a sex worker or they were. But Capricorn. Capricorn. It's in the gutter is the way I'm hearing it. Like it's the dirtiest of dirty. Whatever that means. Some sort of underground romance or sex agreement was involved. Capricorn. Yeah. Some sort of underground sexual or romantic agreement that was going on with a boss or at work. This feels really dirty. This feels really scandalous. It also feels illegal. Though I'm not seeing any reason why it would be, but Capricorn, 2 more cards, please. Look what I just pulled. What did I say about legal? The 9th house is legal. Legal, law, the occult, foreign people, foreign places, foreign lands. Spirituality, religion, if I didn't say it. But legal is one of those, definitions. This could be a work situation that's legal in nature, and it's like there is this nasty, gnarly, is the way I'm hearing it, underground sexual agreement that you had at work or with a boss, and it feels very illegal. Or somebody around you did this, okay? It could be the other way around. Some of you could have been married to your boss. Wow. Some of you may have unexpectedly... Okay, let me read the 4th before I read this to you. So this could be a sexual situation at work or doing sex work. And then communicating that you were getting married or in a relationship unexpectedly so that you would inherit money. Or receive a settlement or something along that line. And if this is a work situation, your boss knows about it, or your job knows about it. Somebody's jealous. This is why somebody felt like they had to do something like this, is because they were jealous. They were betrayers. They were backstabbers. They were malicious. They were dirty. Dirty is the word I keep hearing, dirty. And I don't mean dirty as in a, ooh, she's dirty, that's awesome. No, I mean dirty like this is a dirty dog. Intentional deceptions and illusions here. That's interesting. All right, moving on. Let's see what we have for Capricorn here. What's going on with Capricorns? This may be a continuation of the previous reading or a completely new one. I have no way of knowing that for sure. I get this happy, like it's just fine. Nobody's ever going to say anything. I get this energy about that. Something about some sort of risk that you took could involve an Aries person, does not have to. All right. Some sort of leap of faith that you and or an Aries and or an Aquarius person used to bully somebody. Maybe a child or a romantic partner. I don't know. It doesn't have to be either one of those, Capricorn. You're bullying somebody into a new beginning here, or somebody is, or is trying to. But you didn't get what you wanted, or they didn't. And I feel like the reason somebody's being left out in the cold is because they bullied the other person. This is a child or a romantic partner. Capricorn. Okay. And if that's not the reason, it may be the reason they feel like. Okay. Capricorn. Bullying does not win. I'm just saying. There also could have been immature communication as well. All right. Or somebody just feeling like somebody would say anything, because that's what I'm getting more from this card this time, is more like somebody feels like this other person would just say whatever. They would say anything. Capricorn. Are you regretting that now? If you're not, this other person is. Whatever it is, somebody's bullying, somebody's being left out in the cold. They're not part of the group. They're not part of something anymore because they were bullying. They were not thinking things through. They were talking in a way that was very immature, or coming up with just all kinds of bullshit that people were tired of hearing. Capricorn. May have something to do with endings, transformations, or shared resources or inheritances. Yeah, whoever this is struggling now. I think somebody let their mouth overload them. I don't know if that's the right wording, but somebody let their mouth overload them. Somebody was too prideful and arrogant, cocky even. Capricorn, that's how it feels. I'm trying to see what I feel from this. This is the deception card. It can also be pretending. I'm getting more of somebody feeling like they thought they could get away with something this time. That's what I'm getting from this card. Somebody is struggling, but this is somebody who was arrogant and thought they could just get away with anything. Oh, if I'm convicted, if I'm convicted about it, if I'm passionate about it, I'll get what I want. For some of you, though, this could be where you or another person was juggled and deceived sexually as well. Capricorn, 2 more. If this is sexually juggling, somebody also may have been into sexual bondage as well. With this Devil card here. Well, it's a shadow side in this deck, but that's the Devil card. Somebody could have been juggling and deceiving another person about sexual bondage. Or struggling because they deceived somebody about sexual bondage. All right. If it's not that, some of you, it could be that you're struggling because you were deceived into moving forward with something, but now you're feeling bound, like you can't, you feel stuck maybe? Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with an addiction, or somebody who has an addiction. This is an intuition card. So some of you may have been juggled and deceived about sexual bondage, but you kind of had a feeling about it, or somebody had this feeling about you. Could be something along that line. Either way, somebody bullied somebody else regarding a new beginning, whether it was for them to leave one, to come into one, whatever it was, whatever's going on, somebody bullied somebody and they got left out in the cold because they do not know how to communicate. All right. They will not face a challenge or a problem here. They're choosing to stay in the dark, so to speak, so they don't have to deal with something. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or a Cancerian person who knows that you're actually in a commitment legally, or you know that they are. It doesn't have to be an Aries or a Cancerian person, but there could be a person here that knows that another person is in a commitment legally. For some of you, somebody knows because they feel like you're getting funding from somewhere else. Whatever this is, maybe something that brought you wish fulfillment, but boom. Pop goes the weasel is the way I'm hearing that. So the weasel is getting exposed. Take that as you will. Some of you may have been like receiving money from another person because you were committed to them. And then when somebody started catching on to it, you suddenly changed it. Or this person did. Either way. All right. What's the advice for... Wait, I didn't do Fallen Angel yet, did I? Dang, this is going on way too long. Too long of a video. It takes forever for me to process this, so I'm going to make it really short. What is the advice for Capricorn today? I've already gone further than what I had planned to. The advice to you today is to take control, take the right steps, where it comes to children, creativity, romance, and a settlement, okay? So it's your responsibility to take control of this settlement. To reevaluate the ins and outs of it, whether it was done or processed fairly. Last one. Advice for, well, or did you use your powers of persuasion to transform it? So I think this is talking about you, inner reflection. All right. It wants you to evaluate, like, was this the natural progression, or did you persuade this into happening this way? Is that right? Okay. That's the way I'm getting that. Could have something to do with children, creativity, romance, health, daily duties, daily routines, service to others, communications, contracts, agreements around career, public reputation, lifetime achievements, a boss, a father figure, any of that, and maybe an inheritance or a settlement of some sort, you know. I'm hearing the mission bell, so I do know it's a mission for you. And if you remember at the beginning of this reading, remember how it talked about this? Today I will make this day count. I will do something kind for someone. It's going to be the best day ever because I am capable of doing this. Remember that? I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. Today I don't know if that was shown before or if it was a different card at that time, but now it says today I will forgive. Today I will forgive any past mistakes I have made and love myself unconditionally. So be gentle with yourself, but also look back at this situation. Did you handle it correctly? And if you did not, you have the power to make someone else's life better by doing the right thing. Thanks, Capricorn. Bye.